Some disappointing news for Grand Bahama as a potential investor has pulled out. Police investigating a deadly shooting in an upscale community. And from jobless to an entrepreneur, a local resident is spearheading a unique back-to-school program.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Megan Shepard. It's so great to have you with us. Some disappointing news coming from this island's hotel sector. ZNS News has learned that the Wynn Group has reportedly pulled out its bid to purchase the hotel properties on the Lucayan Strip in Freeport, Grand Bahama. CEO of the company, Paul Wynn, told a local daily that he was working up to yesterday to get a refundable deposit back from the hotel spender, Hutchinson Wampoa. He did not disclose why he decided to exit the deal this week, but noted that the government did not reach out to him, suggesting a lack of communication. Today, the Minister of State for Grand Bahama in the office of the Prime Minister, Senator Kwesi Thompson, in a statement said that the government is aware of the public statements attributed to Paul Wynn. He says their position was articulated by the Prime Minister in his national address. The government confirms and assures the people of Grand Bahama that their discussions with the relevant parties are continuing. Minister Thompson says they don't want to say more at this stage to jeopardize the government's position. However, he says they remain determined to complete the discussions and see the Our Lucaya Hotel opened in the shortest time possible. In the wake of public outcry regarding the proliferation of abandoned buildings on Grand Bahama, executives of the Grand Bahama Port Authority are assuring residents that all efforts are being made to address this vexing issue.
Grand Bahama Port Authority Limited has been working...
Director of Building and Development Services at the Grand Bahama Port Authority, Nakira Wilscombe, says that for years they have been working with building owners to cause the redevelopment or demolition of dilapidated structures. She assured residents that their cries are not falling on deaf ears.
We now have a list of approximately 13 buildings that are in high-profile areas that we've earmarked that are either requiring demolition or repairs. We have about 35 residential buildings, and we have a number of buildings that have been demolished between the period of 2015 to 2017. I'm pleased to say that we've demolished, in cooperation with building owners, about 17 buildings, and so that should be noted as well, that some efforts have been made and some success has been reached in terms of demolishing these buildings.
Assistant City Manager Renard Karayahu says that as it relates to dilapidated buildings, bylaw number 11 of the Freeport City bylaws explains the process.
We go through every possible avenue to ensure that we notify homeowners or business owners about the dilapidated state of their buildings, because we understand it's a collaborative effort, and we understand that there's a lot of time and money invested into these buildings. But at the same time, for the city of Freeport, there's a standard that we want to maintain. So as a result of that, we would always seek to first notify those homeowners, but if they cannot accomplish a collective goal, then we must seek to demolish the buildings.
Chief Building Manager Dudley Francis adding that there is an internal process for doing assessments that must first be carried out.
Some of the main structural elements we look at, like columns, beams, foundation systems wherever it's possible, and like roof framing, and also interior support, columns and walls, that sort of thing. If those elements are in significant disrepair and there's no possibility of those elements being salvaged, then we would definitely consider demolition.
Now, the port executives are making an appeal to all building owners to partner with the port and to do their best in maintaining their buildings and premises. In news from the crime beat, police in Grand Bahama are investigating a shooting incident that has left a man dead. Reports are that shortly before 10 o'clock last night, police were called to the Yorkshire Drive area in South Bohemia, where they met a vehicle parked in front of a home with a male inside, suffering from a gunshot wound to the body. EMS personnel were called to the scene and reported no signs of life. Police are actively investigating this matter and are appealing to anyone with any information, no matter how small or insignificant the information may seem, to call them at the Central Detective Unit at telephone numbers 350-3107-12, 911-919, or call your nearest police station. Switching gears now, yesterday marked the opening of the 2017-2018 school year on Grand Bahama, as one institution opened their doors for a new group of students. Lucayan International School was founded in 1998 as an accredited college preparatory institution with an outstanding history of academic excellence. Tonight, the school officials say their goal is to continue their hallmark of success. Some 235 students are back in study mode as they entered the classrooms of Lucayan International School. The school offers a curriculum based on North American, British, and international programs of education. Headmaster Michael Lowry says that a major focus is on getting students ready for college and university.
Lucayan International School, we run the International Baccalaureate program. It's the most widely accepted program at universities and colleges throughout the world. The IB program, students who graduate from that program, they have about an 85% success rate in applying to college, where AP and A levels is about 70%, and a normal high school diploma is about a 40%. So we run this program. It focuses on the whole child, on a holistic learning and making them inquirers.
Lowry emphasized the goal at LIS is to produce lifelong learners that are always inquisitive. These skills, he says, are taught early during their educational development.
In the middle and high school, we prepare them for the IB program, and when they get into the IB, which is our year 12 and 13, they take 6 classes over 2 years, and they also do a class called Theory of Knowledge. They learn how they learn and learn why they learn. They do an extended essay, which is a 4,000-word research paper. And then all of our students throughout the whole school have to do what we call as creativity, action, and service. So they have to work at self-improvement, making themselves better by being creative, by being active and getting out and doing things, and then service learning projects.
The headmaster adds that the institution can boast of a 100% graduation rate as well as a 100% college acceptance rate. He says they are constantly looking for ways to improve.
We've put a greater emphasis in the secondary school on the ACT, for college admission, and we've added that program in. We're always making changes to our program to make our students more successful, and we've had a lot of construction projects with new windows, new tiles over the summer, and beautification of the campus.
While enrollment consists of 60% Bahamian students, over 30 nationalities are represented on campus. It is an issue that continues to negatively impact young people, and for many youngsters who are victims, it strikes at the core of their individuality and self-esteem. This topic has become the platform of 2 brave high school students who shared their experiences during a special back-to-school program on ZNS 8:10 a.m. this morning. Our Shashina Rowe reports tonight on what they are doing to be a support system for those who may be victims.
The second annual ZNS Back to School Book Drive has been dubbed a raving success so far. Throughout this week, various guests joined radio announcer Vanessa Clark at different locations to discuss an array of topics for students heading back to school. On Thursday, 2 courageous young women joined the team to share their experiences with bullying. Jada Strawn says she was bullied in primary school, and now her platform is to help others who may be faced with a similar situation.
When we look at statistics, in the U.S., it said how 160,000 students per day didn't attend school. It hurt me because, first of all, Grand Bahama and the Bahamas at large do not have this type of statistics, and we want to be the persons of change to change that.
Her sister Jarrell Strawn says as a co-founder of the anti-bullying club at her school, she's also doing her part to create awareness about this growing trend. She says with her prestigious title, Miss Grand Bahama, she willfully accepted the opportunity to speak out about the issue today on 8:10 a.m. The Light.
It was important for me because When I went over to Nassau, I had to use this as a platform. And coming here and speaking to Vanessa Clark on this topic, it made me feel comfortable and made me know that other people are willing to stand with me with this topic and bring awareness to this issue.
Both ladies are students at St. George's High School, but come September, they say their aim is to partner with as many schools as they can to charter anti-bullying programs for students who are not just being bullied, but who find themselves being a bully.
We are creating charter clubs in every school, and next week we are having a panel discussion with parents at Jack Haywood School just to let them know to bring awareness to this issue to their children and to make sure that their child is not a bully.
Shashina Roll, ZNS Network News.
Stay with us, there's more news right after this break.